Hello, my name is Creostix, and welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena. It's still the same stream as last time, so it's probably uh, gonna be a bit temper heavy, but I try not to. It's gonna fail, but I try not to. So fair warning, I have a short temper for losing, especially if it's a drawn out game of removing all of the battlefield or heavy control decks or that sort of stuff, like, hey, let's choose a spell from these 15 different spells, which means guaranteed loss for me, that sort of stuff. I kind of can't take that, but we're gonna try. So fair warning, I can get kind of toxic and angry with all of that, so you're warned. Be aware. I hope it's funny to see, if nothing else. Alright? Alright. Minsk, beloved berserker and virtuous member. That is fair. Minsk is quite liked. I enjoyed. I thought it was fun in Baldur's Gate games. Maybe. Decent, not horrible start in luck, but that luck never lasts. Okay, blue-green means they first control my cards and then they get big cards on the table and kill me. That's almost certainly how it's gonna go. We'll see. Alright. And there's the fearsome whelp, which so it's a fastening dragon deck. Well. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so Righteous Valkyrie probably. And onward we go. I can make the Innkeeper into a 5 and something, right? I think I can use it better, probably. Because it's what? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 makes it a 6 and 6. I believe. It's fun enough, but it doesn't end up doing what I need it to do big damage, so. Maybe I just need the remove enchantments card. I need to maybe look into that more. Because I get just not only steamrolled, but I get hanged for like 30 hours in one match. It's just unfun in every way. And then they destroy Righteous Valkyrie, yes. At least it's an honest burn card, right? Yeah, Dragon's Fire. Yep, that makes sense. But I saved it. Alright, 7, 5, 1, 1, let's go. I guess I'm glad I saved the green spell until then. Miriam Sentinel Worm. Whenever another non-token dragon enters the battlefield under your control, create a token that's a copy of it, except its token isn't legendary, and if that record is legendary. Whoa! That is overpowered. Man. Whoa. I don't know if I can win this anymore. wow. Again, they gave up when they were almost certainly gonna win. I can't deal with that flying 6 and 6. And I can't get anything else on the field. My hand was empty, I can't draw any cards with it. Like, yes, one per turn, but it's gonna be like forest, 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 forest. And then they eventually get every heavy dragon in there that are already cheaper than they used to be. Again, like, I've gotten today like 4, 5 concede victories, and in, I think, every one except one, they were almost certainly going to win. It's odd. Like, they don't understand how unlucky I am. They just assume that I'm like all the other healing counter players. Like, they are always going to win if they play to the end. Like, we saw that with the cheap BS deck in the previous video and a couple of matches ago in this stream. Like, that's the end result of a player who finishes the match. Not for me, but for all the other players. Because that's how it goes. I am horribly unlucky, and they get every perfect draw in every single game. And I get like forest, 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 plains, plains, plains. Or no land at all. That's all it is. Alright. Alrighty. I don't remember what deck the piece of S player played, but this looks like it might be them again. No, it's a different sleeve, though, okay. Yeah, sure, let's say hello, but... But what if they... well, we'll just have to see what happens. Okay, so rare land enters the battlefield tapped, add 1 black mana, which means I lose the game, right? Cloak of the Bat, Echo Creature has flying and haste, and if it does damage to Creostix loses the game. I believe that is verbatim what it says, yeah. Okay. Unlucky with land in the sense that I'm not getting any plains, so if I get Voice of the Blessed, I can't play it. And they destroy Prosperous Innkeeper, that's what that always means. That small, like, look at the card. They're gonna burn it in 3, 2, 1. Okay. I have one of those. It came up the other moment, the other video. Interesting. Okay, yeah, so no planes still. Should I keep one of the treasures in case I still don't draw any lands? Honestly, maybe I should. I have a feeling that I'm gonna need those two treasures, you know? As long as from a card's creature, I can lose this. I think it dies if I go for it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, flying haste. Yeah, not a good day. Okay. So now. Right. Man, okay, now I can pull the planes though. Now I can use this. It's not over though. They can destroy the entire field in one card. We've seen it happen many times already. And they have the mana for another... No, not quite. Still, really close. Oh! Well. Again. They needed one card to reduce the entire battlefield away. They all have that. So, that's one. Then I have nothing to work with anymore. And they had, what, 4 cards? 4. So yeah, they needed to pull only that. I imagine they actually had it already, because that's how luck works. So again, I feel like they conceded a perfect game. Just, they sneezed on their PC, and then just accidentally conceded, I think. Because I think they were completely in the win here, still. Alright. Hound Tamer. Human werewolf. 3 mana, 3/3. Trample, and then 4 mana, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, daybound. And when it's night, it is a untamed pup, 4/4. Trample, other wolves and werewolves you control have trample. Okay. And 4 mana to put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Okay. Interesting. Not what I use currently, but there's... The one thing that bothers me is that the daybound one is not very much syncing with anything, though. Like synchronizing, you know? Still, fun get. Okie dokie. Let's see. Ooh, interesting start. I can't really complain about this. Always 3 lands in start is a decent start. I can use something on the first turn, and the second, and the third. Or this one, like, either or. So, there's a chance this goes somewhere. But again, they have luck and I don't in the game, so we'll see. I need to always have perfect luck and play the perfect game in order to win, because I have a -20 in luck and they have... like, anything between neutral and +20, usually it's +20, because they tend to draw the perfect game, as we saw in the game that hanged me for 30 minutes until they just, like, drew me dry. So, man, these just... Have I mentioned that I really hate Magic the Gathering Arena? Yet I still play it, because I somehow just... The torture just, you know... I don't understand it myself. I really don't. Okay. Innkeeper. May put land card from your hand out of your tap. Channel this card. This remains basically a 1/1 card with no other stuff. It doesn't really, like... It's not worth, like, trick blocking, I feel. Okay, currently I don't have anything that uses the healing, though, to strengthen themselves. So if I don't draw that, I still basically lose. So, yeah, get land, get land, get land. I mean, that's still basically an honest game, though. Like, they get million billion land, and then they get million billion strong people, and then they kill me. But it's still relatively quick, as like it doesn't take like 70 million hours. And it's the typical green thing of doing. Like, it makes kind of sense, you know? I can, in that sense, I can at least appreciate and respect that. Whereas what happens usually in these is just like, yay, garbage control, garbage destroy every creature because that's somehow a thing, woo! And then, you know, draw from these 15 spells because Creostix needs to suffer and lose. It's like, that's nice, thanks. All right. I see this a lot. Apparently it is very, very liked. I find it a very fascinating card, but for some reason this doesn't annoy me as much. Like, green is all about making land out of everything. It just does that more. Like, sure. Like, green essentially has like, limitless land. That's their shtick. So, then they do that. Oh, fine. Sure. Works for me. Why not, I suppose. Okay. Do they have reach in there somewhere? No? No. Okay. So I can just do this. So 17/19, and that's probably a good thing. Fingers crossed. But that's why I like that one card. Rosie, if you are watching, that's how that card is powerful. With 1 mana, on a good turn, you get like a huge bump in damage. It's not permanent, but for 1 turn you do a big boom. May search your library for a basic forest or island card, put into the battlefield, then shuffle. Right. They probably unsummon something from me or something, because they have this vibe to them. Especially Righteous Valkyrie. Or, yeah, Destroy. That works too. Makes sense to me. It's amazing how I just... Now I cannot for the life of me just draw a land. Like, this is kind of what I mean. I cannot catch a break. Nope, still no. So I got them that far, but now they play their perfect game, and I cannot get anything through, and I lose. That's how it's gonna go. I don't think I can win this anymore. My big push was that one thing, and now I can't get anything through. They just need to get one person on the field that's flying or reach, and that's game. It's gonna take like 45 minutes, but that's game. See? There we are.
Becoming unforgettable.
Now they tap Inspiring Overseer. I can't get anything through ever again, and I can't kill the Planeswalker either. See, I told you. That's the end of the game. And I draw only Question, do I draw only the most garbage cards that are only on land, or do I draw only land and never get a good card again? It's a fascinating question. Ooh, I could kill him, or sorry, kill the Ashaya with 8/1/1, but I would lose all of my cards there, so let's not. Plus, I mean, I might as well expedite him winning now. Like, I can't win this. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. Alright, so they have what? Death Touch? Something else? No? No? Okay. Ba 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 ba. Yeah, that works too. And then they keep on attacking with Ashaya, and I lose in maximum 4 turns. I would be disappointed, but I kind of am not. I would have been amazed if I would win. That's kind of where I obviously have to be. Like, that's the obvious bit. And I believe the -7 is remove all opponent's creatures and exile them. Remove all of the life from Creostix's life bar. And on top of that, uninstall the game and prevent him from reinstalling it again for 17 years. That's, I believe, the -7. It's a very fascinating move, and it's not commonly used or known, but it exists in every deck players can play. It's like a basic starter card, specifically aimed to, like, against me. It's fascinating that like, you wouldn't believe it's there, but it is. And it's more, like, importantly, if you turn around a magic card, that's where it is. All cards, every one of them. You wouldn't think it is, but it is. It's right in there between the lines. You just need to look hard enough. Alrighty. And now I draw only forests and can't do anything. That's how it's gonna go. I'm contemplating conceding because 45 minutes time to get 2 wins until it resets. You know? Oh, and that has reach. Now, yeah, that's game. That's over. That's game. Done.
Bow before Phyrexia.
I wonder if you should have tapped the 7/7 instead, but maybe I might be mistaken. I mean, they probably know the game better than I do, that's fair. Minimus containment. Should I? Yes. Yeah, let's take that, sure. Why not? I can remove Ashaya at least, and then we can maybe... I don't know. Maybe play the game. Who knows? Alright, so it's 10-7... Not yet, no. But again, the only reason they're not destroying all of the battlefield is because they have pretty good cards to keep there. Basic land card with a basic land type. Search a library for a land card with a basic land card type. That player may search library land card with a basic land type, put it on the battlefield, and shuffle this ability cost one less second reach legendary creature control. Yeah, sure.
The past contains the blueprints of the future.
And then they keep drawing cards and I lose. Yeah, unfortunate. I mean, I didn't imagine this would be fun or a win, but, you know. I don't even know why I started to play. Now that I think about it, like, it's all just madness, sorrow, and losing. I'm still not sure why I haven't conceded yet. Because I really should have. I guess I'm sort of like a... I have this self-destructive vibe and feeling of I need to see the rest of my my hopes and dreams crushed by what's going on here. Yeah, they milled half of my library because of course they did. And I believe they can do that now every turn and then I lose. That's what I mean. Like, that's again, Creostix loses the game. That's the only reason that card exists. And it reads right there in the card. There's really nothing to be done, like, in order to play the game, you know? I'm kind of wondering, like, should I even bother? Not even sure what I have in the deck anymore, so who cares? I mean, I gain a life at least from that. I don't even know anymore. I don't need the... Nah, yeah, this works. Alright, so... If I attack with all three, he can choose to attack in a way that kills my 17. His Bramble Worm endures. Two, 3, 4, 5. I don't think it's the right option. Fuck you! Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't have even imagined I can do anything. It's just a piece of shit game. I'd like to read the card. Each player chooses a non-land permanent they control. Return all non-land permanents not chosen this way to their owner's hands. Then you draw a card for each opponent who has more cards in their hands than you. And why did those not go back in his hand? Each player, yes? So he cheats. He uses hacking. On top of that, he cheats. Because he's supposed to have one card, not 5, on field. He cheats. On top of everything, he cheated. No, of course I can't win. I have one card. I draw one card, I'm dead. He's emptied my deck. Unfortunately. There. Now if I don't win this turn, I'm dead, and I don't win this turn because I can't draw anything anymore. Yeah, fuck you too, gamer. Alright, so... what I do is I play what I can. There. And now we end the game without giving him the satisfaction of a concede, because he can go die in a fire. Alright. Right on. It doesn't really matter too much to me if I get the full 15 in dailies today, because the daily rewards are absolute shit when you get into these numbers of like 13, 14, 15, so he can just wait it out maximum time, because perhaps it's important to him to get the full dailies before just about half an hour to go to that, so he at least gets to, maybe it'll cause him some discomfort. Because that is cheap BS. And here I just want to play the game, and he's like, no, no, I use BS planeswalkers that are pay to win. Because that's how the game is apparently played. Fuck off. Man. Imagine having fun playing Magic, right? Imagine that, like, utopistic future. So how is everyone's day going? I have had a garbage piece of shit day. It's just all terrible all the time. Every card says Creostix loses, and it's all cheap BS that requires either gargantuan luck or paying millions to get the decks that these people play with. Sweet Jesus. Have you enjoyed any video games lately? I've played some Turtles Shredder's Revenge. That's a pretty good game. I like it. It's actually fun. It's challenging and hard, but it's fun. It's mostly actually even fair. A couple of bosses are a little so and so. They waste a bit of your time, but I played through it multiple times. Gotten a bunch of level ups and everything. It's nice. I like it. It's pretty good. Oh boy. I'm tweeting out. Did I mention I really hate Magic the Gathering Arena? Every time. And it's actually a fun game, but just not for me, because it's designed to thwart specifically me, because my luck and my aura just doesn't vibe with this game. Everyone else gets to have mostly a fun time. You know, there's frustrating days, sometimes a blue deck really just locks up the game, but it's for me it's all this. Just endlessly long matches of just hanging me into a thread of you can't play, you can't play, you can't play, and eventually just mill, or lock it up, and it's just like fucking lollerson all the time. They're laughing their asses off because they designed their deck specifically to lock my playing into being unfun. Not winning other games, but my playing to be completely hot garbage as an experience. It's great. Oh, we do, yeah. Borderlands co-op would be an awesome time. I mean, and since you I believe even on the laptop, Phasmophobia could work, because at least on my laptop it does run. One needs to like put it really like down on like oh, and Xbox stuff. Yes. I don't remember if Borderlands allows local co-op like split screen, but the Turtles game I believe does. And Gears of War does, and I just figured out a bunch of these. There's a bunch of stuff we can try. So there's like a really good reason to go for that. Yeah. Like oh, and the Shikon the Soul Eater, the bullet hell game on the same side, because I don't think it matters like how many times we die. We just need to finish I think a level or a mode, just having fun, just doing the thing, no matter how many times we need to hit continue and whatever. It's just chill, and there's an achievement at the end of it too. So all fun all the time, and just learning cool things. Oh yeah, not Mac, but you have the Windows laptop. See, because Phasmophobia, I think if we scale it down a lot, I think it would run on that laptop as well, because it runs on my laptop. That's what I mean. Because I used to play Phasmo on my not very great laptop, uh, even projecting that picture into my parents' TV, and it still ran. Like it genuinely worked. It was kind of so and so, but it worked and was completely playable. It wasn't pretty, but playable. All right, let's see if the match has ended by now, so we can go back and try playing. Because like I'm curious to try, but man, it's so I so much want to like playing this and doing this PvP, and the game just won't let me. I admit my temper and my just mental fortitude in accepting defeat in how magic works, it just doesn't probably fit like playing these long term, you know? Individual matches, like 3 wins a day, that probably does, but like trying to go for 15 wins a day, it just there's a level of just rage that ends up coming no matter how calm I try to be. And I admit, when I get angry at this, it just becomes toxic. And I'm sorry about it, but I cannot hold it back. I cannot. I try, and it's the walls break and the dams break immediately. So I'm genuinely I apologize if this is like not your jam in watching, like it's not fun, but I hope at least some of you find my raging fun. And when I say all of these nasty things about the people, uh uh I don't in the end mean anything like bad to happen to them or such. I just in the moment I just cannot hold back with the words. And at least it makes me feel a little bit easier to say it out, because if I keep it in, it's just I feel even worse. Yeah, I don't forget about the phone call. The phone call is 1.5 hours from now, and I think I'll keep streaming half an hour, and then it'll leave me an hour to like mentally prepare for the phone call. I think it'll be fine. But yeah, so if you're off-put by my angry reactions to these losses, I can only say I'm sorry. Like, that's just me. I've tried to so hard to be not that, but it just happens. My temper is so short for these PvP things. I don't know why. Like, there's probably some sort of a sense of it's so much harder to keep calm against humans that are far away that you can't, like, punch in the face, you know, for being dicks. And am I being unfair saying that the people who do these long-term BS, unfair, unbalanced, time-wasting wins? I don't even know anymore. But that's probably where it comes from. Like, I can at least nudge a local PvP person in the nose with an elbow, like, hey, you need to stop that, or whatever. There's some sort of like a raw anger in that notion, you know? If I'm playing against, like an AI creation, like a me versus the game thing, it's easier to keep your calm, but even then I have to admit, when there's insta-kill horror, stealth sections, that sort of stuff with no combat, I also lose my temper exactly as bad. I've done this for a number of years, and I try to not do that, but it just happens. I cannot help it, and I at least feel that when I let it all out, hard, rage, anger, boom, at least the anger kind of like subsides quicker. So there is at least that. So get the positive where I can, and I'm waiting his time now. Sorry. So just Sorry, I was talking, Mr. Gun Shy Tomb. I swear, I'm not trying to waste your time. I was having a moment. Just make sure you keep an eye. Yes, I will try to keep an eye, yes. I'm unsure what to do. Like, I basically should go to the pharmacy after the phone call. Like, because I need to get some of the stuff I kind of should. I'm not yet super tired, so... Oh, wow, one of these. Man, I don't even know how to react to these anymore. Actually, oh! In the game, it does say, discard a card. So in the collection and in the deck builder, the specialized thing doesn't say discard a card. That's a big UI problem. So that's something that wizards should take care of, because it can be a really nasty surprise to see that they need to instead discard a card to use them. Okay, at the beginning of your upkeep, if you control... Yeah, okay, so that's not a good idea to use Fortifying Draught. Cool. They have Reach, Trample, so I should not probably attack. 3, 3, 2, 4... Because I don't have Vigilance on this, so it would just be an issue, right? Right. Unless... Should I trade my Priest with... I don't even know. Maybe not. Maybe not. But yeah, thank you for reminding me, though. It's really good. When it attacks, you may discard your hand and draw 2 cards. Okay. And then burn the priest, right? Or that. Target creature purposely loses all abilities when registering and deals damage to it equal to the number of creatures you control. Okay. Sure. Okay, doesn't have abilities. That makes perfect sense. Okay, I probably should concede now. I can't pull anything useful, and it's gonna just... I'm gonna waste both of our time now. And they have Bard class, which is just dead. Yeah. Unless I pull something gargantuanly good, but each creature enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. I mean, it said legendary, but it's actually each creature. I'm kind of joking, but not really. Yeah, Innkeeper. I don't know. I don't know. So it's basically... I add 3 and 3. No, wait, no. Go for it. Okay, attacking 6 and 6. Nah. Alright. Then Enduring Angel. Okay. He didn't die, though, and that was my big play. I suspect... Oh! Again, when I win, it's only because they concede before they actually lose. They had 2 life left, my entire game was over. I could probably no longer do anything to do damage to them. They had a reach blocker for my Enduring Angel, and they only needed to add, like, a crab that mills or whatever into the field to block everything else. And then they just slowly build their hanging noose to just end my game as such. Like, I feel like they, again, conceded a sure win. They got close to death, and sometimes that demoralizes them. But then they give up, and they don't realize that they were almost certainly going to win after that big push, because I had nothing left. I only was gonna pull forest, 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 plains, 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 nothing else. Game over. I have, like, that happens all the time. Like, they think they've lost, yet. And does that sound like my talking? No, 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 no. I know I've lost. There's a difference. No. I mean, I'll try to pull a couple of cards, but I think that's a non-starter. I don't think this would work. If I pull an Innkeeper on the second turn, or Inspired Orator, or Lunarch Veteran, one of those 3, then we have a game. If I don't, we don't have a game. And their deck is too elegant for them to just... Yeah, there we are. Kumako faces... Ah, they pulled a Kakka-kortti. I see. Kumano faces Kakka-san. It is a Kakka card. See, and it says, Step 1, Kumano faces Kakka-san and kills Cryostix. Step 2, when you cast your next creature spell, it kills Cryostix, and so on and so on and so on. It's simplicity itself. Okay, yeah, it's a fascinating set of cards here, but that is not something I can utilize. I can't put the Hallowed Priest there first, because if I have it there, what am I gonna do, you know? Righteous Valkyrie needs to be first, because it's my only healing improver, you know? What a weird hand. Weird hand, man. Okay, 2/2 haste. If a creature dealt damage this turn by a source you control would die, exile it instead. Yeah. Enters the battlefield, gain 1 life. When you cast your next creature spell, the creature enters the battlefield, an additional +1/+1 counter, trample counter, vigilant counter on it. Okay, so they just get all counters all day. Okay. They don't fly, so okay. Or have reach. I still make the mistake of not even seeing that they have reach. Oh, Kodama! Haven't seen that for a while. Trample, Vigilance, Reach. Modified creatures you control have Trample. Whenever a modified creature you control deals combat damage to a player, search your library for a basic land card and all that stuff. That is basically game. I had a weird hand, not an optimal hand. They had an optimal hand. I know. If I draw something excellent... I see. Huh. Well, let's see if I just delayed the inevitable. Yeah, World Sculptor is also an excellent card. Yeah, create 0/1 clean plant creature tokens, landfall, put 4 +1/+1 counters on target plant. Yeah, it should be game with that, but we'll see. We'll see. My issue is I don't have the second planes. If I don't get a second planes, I can't play my hand, so... And he, again, he pulls the perfect hand all day, so I don't think I have a chance. I think I was in 0% when the game started. But at least the death is pretty quick. I have to respect that to an extent, right? Like, there's an honesty and respect in playing a fairly quick game while doing the perfect, overpowered cards. Like, I can at least appreciate that. This doesn't anger me anywhere near as much. Because I feel there's an honesty to this. And I get nothing, and it's over. Yeah, no land, I can just quit. Bye. Like, my hand, like, my deck is, like, land for days and weeks, but I just do not get it. I don't get the land. I have 24 lands, and I think I could even add more, just, like, by having double-sided ones. But I just don't get land. End of story. I don't get land. Actually, no. I'll do a ranked alchemy game instead. Let's give him a win. Why not? There's a vague chance that the ranked alchemy game might actually be easier. So alchemy ranked. There we go. Because I need one more win for the 15 wins, so... Man, what a stressful game. I found an opponent, but they refused to go into the game. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. I believe this is a case where a ranked opponent sees what time it is. They see it's near the time to reset the dailies, so they're trying to catch people who are trying to enter games. So they waste their time not accept, like they go into the match, but they never accept the actual challenge, or they don't enter the match while they just freeze the challenge into themselves. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's apparently what happens. Now I know how the trolls do it. That actually makes sense. And they probably know that I'm trying to get a win, so now they're like corralling into the game to do exactly this. Really? I guess it makes sense, but really? Alright, I probably won't be able to. I have 9 minutes, so it'll be within the next day instead, but I honestly care more about just having 15 wins this week, and that's still 6 days to go, so that's really not a big deal, but I don't know. So yeah, I've been at this for 7 hours and 36 minutes. That's how much time it takes for even trying 15 wins for me. For anyone else, it's more like 3 hours. Not because there's a difference in skill as such, it's just because the game is designed to be against me. That's the beginning and end of it. Yes, throw your destruction card, please. We don't have all day. Right. There's the point that the unicorn doesn't sync with Righteous Valkyrie. There is that I should probably consider, and maybe change it to the Hallowed Priest instead. Who knows, maybe. Three and 3, 2 and 4. Yeah, it's indeed a mirror match, as I suspected. So the one time I won a mirror match is when the opponent again quit too early because they didn't realize that they were winning the game, as I've explained a few times. That's I've won 14 times today. I think 13 of them are cases where the opponent just didn't realize that they were just about to win. So yeah. Huh? 4, 4, 4, 3. Not yet, no. Man, they are pulling land Oh yeah, yeah. Angelic Guardian is really, really good. That's game. I think I lost. I only put Angelic Guardian away from my deck because it's expensive and I don't have enough luck to play it. But again, everyone else does. He has the perfect deck to play that. Ooh, okay. That card, that's the maybe. Alright, so 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can handle 9, 10. Right? Okay. Man, this is, like... If he... Okay. He can still destroy every creature on the field. I think it's like a free card, 0 mana, right? If they play against me. And so is, what, 3,500 damage? Like 3,500 damage to me? That's all. That's like 1 mana, and they have 2. So I think they super have this in the bag. Alright, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now I no longer can attack. See? See? It's... Like, I need to pull 1 mana to do that winning move. And I don't think there's a mana in there within the next 12 turns. See? No mana. Yes, mana. Oh, Jesus Christ. My goodness. And this card, uncommon, Dread Fugue, sorcery, cleave 3 mana. You may cast the spell for its cleave cost. If you do, remove the words in square brackets. So, target player reveals their hand. This is again one of those designed against me because it's an annoying card, but it's not useful for me because again it's an RNG game, and me knowing their hand will not help me because luck is a factor that changes all of that. Like, my luck is so bad that knowing their hand is pointless. You choose a non-land card from it, and brackets with mana value 2 or less. That player discards that card. So, hold on. Target player reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. Wait, why is the with mana value 2 or less more expensive? Like, you choose a non-land card, but like, isn't the 1 mana version more useful? Like, you can choose the highest value mana card to discard. Why is it... Target player reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. I don't understand. Why is... Target player reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. You can pay 2 more mana to narrow it down to a less useful version of this. What? Because if you use the 1 mana version, you can choose the most valued card with, like, the Planeswalker with 16 mana, and then they have to discard that. What the hell? I don't... Alright, but I got it. I think 2 minutes before the deadline, I got it. I got the final 15th. And we can... Let's open a pack. I think we've earned to open a pack. Alright. Charmed Sleep. 3 mana blue. Enchantment Aura. Enchant creature. When Charmed Sleep enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. There we are. Like a forever tap. Fariday's Fireball. 2 red and 3 random, so 5 total. Instant. Fariday's Fireball deals 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Roll a d20. 1 to 9 is Fariday's Fireball deals 2 damage to each player, and 10-20 is Fariday's Fireball deals 2 damage to each opponent. So basically 5 plus 2. Again, I hold these cards like this. Like, I don't like these because, well, not the luck bit is not the thing. Like, it's a touch, but if you're gonna do a d20 card, roll a d20, you have to do, like, at least the 20 to mean something more. Like, critical hit needs to be something more than just the better 55%. Like, critical hit, like, natural 20 should always be an extra thing, and oftentimes in these it's not, and I feel like that's an issue. Like, again, I understand that it would make the card slightly more powerful, and it's harder to fit into the balance, like, you know, arc, but just have it to be slightly something. Like, target creature gets 0 plus, like, +0/+1 until the end of turn. Like something tiny, like something extra. Contact other plane, 4 mana, blue, and so on. See here. Roll a d20, 1 to 9, draw 2 cards, 10 to 19, scry 2, then draw 2 cards, natural 20, scry 3, then draw 3 cards. This is the way to make a d20 card. Something extra for the 20. That's the way to do it. Unexpected Windfall. 4 mana red. Instant. As an additional cost to cast a spell, discard a card. Draw 2 cards and create 2 treasure tokens. Alright. Pretty decent. Soul Knife Spy. 3 mana blue. Elf Rogue. Whenever Soul Knife Spy deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Ooh. If you get this flying, yikes. Woohoo. These are always nasty, because usually people know how to get these to get through. And boom. Skullport Merchant. Dwarf Citizen. When Skullport Merchant enters the battlefield, create a treasure token. 2 mana, sacrifice another creature or a treasure, draw a card. I think this visual is new. This card it's been around before, but this visual is different than it used to be. It's like the Skullport Merchant was more like a straight on, like face toward the camera, like a slightly frowning face with more items on the background. This is a new visual, interesting. But it's otherwise the same card. Huh. Curious. I wonder if the previous visual still exists. I'll have to check. Goggles of Night. 2 mana blue, artifact equipment. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, scry 1, then draw a card. Equip 2. That's actually... Ooh, yikes. That's honestly quite good. If you get that working, that is really nice. Scry 1, draw a card. Ooh. Ooh! This is one of the things that I was looking at, like, what do I want to get? Karlach Raging Tiefling. Now that I have this maybe is, like, zeroing in on what I have to or want to get from the mastery tree. Very cool find, or get. So, legendary creature, Tiefling Barbarian. First strike, Rage Beyond Death. Specialize 6. You may also activate this ability if Karlach Raging Tiefling is in your graveyard. But the 6 mana also means you have to discard 1 card. For some reason, it doesn't show up here. And it doesn't show up on the collection, and it doesn't show up in the in Deck Builder. But it does show up in the Mastery Tree where this sits, and it shows up in the combat, like, match itself. It's very, very weird. That's like, I promise you have to also discard a card to specialize. It just doesn't tell it to you here. Don't know why. So yeah, first strike, haste. When this card specializes from your graveyard, return it from your graveyard to the battlefield. It perpetually gains this creature can't block. When this card specializes from any zone, target creature an opponent controls can't block this turn. And instead of red white is create when this card specializes from any zone. Create a 2/2 White Knight creature token. Creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain haste until the end of turn. And it also has the if it came from graveyard, this creature can't block. Again, this creature can't block and in blue and red, and when this card specializes from any zone, seek an instant or sorcery card with mana value 3 or less. Until end of turn, you may cast that card without paying its mana cost. And and black and red, again, same thing with can't block, and then when this card specializes from any zone, you may sacrifice a creature. If you do, you draw 2 cards and each opponent loses 2 life. it's an expensive thing, but still. I mean, it's easy to get on the field, but it's hard to specialize. It's that way expensive. Red and green, again, the can't block bit, and then when this card specializes from any zone, another target creature you control gets +4/+4 until end of turn. Alright. Cool. Yeah, this might be this is a big step toward choosing all the way red in the mastery tree. It's the most usable, maybe, avatar, although I'll probably stick to my demon. And the demon in the actual red way is really metal. Like, look at this bad boy here. Like, while I like very much, I think this boy is very cool, and this boy is also very, very cool and fun. The Oya Minartok. But I was wondering about, like, this Avatar is the coolest boy, although I'll keep probably my own, but still. Again, she's the coolest person, but this is the coolest boy, if that, yeah. But the Beatles are kind of, it's a funny thing, but, this demon is metal. And that was kind of why I was, like, I was choosing between the eye patch polar bear and this demon. Like, this polar bear and the demon. And basically then, I was like, the Wilson seemed kind of meh, but I can't go polar bear and this, because I only get 5 from the free mastery, like, leveling up thing. And now I have this, which is the final 5th thing on the red line. So this, I wouldn't probably use... Oh, and here, the specializing thing here shows that you have to discard a card. And it shows only here and only in the match, but not in collection, not in deck builder, and not when you get it from the pack. I think it's a UI glitch that Wizards should probably fix. Like, so if you feel like doing a bug report, would be a cool. But yeah, this bad boy is metal. It's like an it's like a Balrog, but even more metal. Like, it's heavy, dark fantasy metal. It's like a Demogorgon, but metal even more. That is such a cool boy. Like, I love it. Like, he's a fun looking boy, and he has like 16 different fun looking sea creature things. Like, these are fun. But, and that's why it's such a hard choice. But now I have this, because I have to choose upwards in one tree to make it like value worth it, because I cannot choose both metal demon and this. So it's either or, and I don't have this yet. And also, this looks kind of not super fun, you know? It's just like it's a bear. It's a bear, like, yeah. Last card in red. The last card is, in every one, is an ancient elder dragon. But, it requires 6. We only get 5 in the free version. So, the last cards don't really matter to us, unless we buy the tree. That's kind of one of the reasons why I talked to you about it. But, so, don't bother about those. Not yet. At least. Okay? So yeah. But this card I do have now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only get 5. So, all the last cards are different elder dragons. You know, ancient bronze dragon, ancient copper dragon, ancient gold dragon, ancient silver dragon, and ancient brass dragon. But again, it needs 6 orbs, and we only get 5 in the free version. It's kind of BS, I know, but Magic is designed to make you spend money. Unless you play pretty casual, like we do, and, well, we try to have fun, but I hate myself for for pushing myself against playing this thing because every deck is built to destroy my soul. So yes, I just my temper is not great. Okay. Uh, white or black spells? Ooh, the daily quest though kind of fits my deck. Although I need to re-roll this because it's only a 500. But still, 500. But I have green ones too. That's fine. Okie dokie. It's 12-12. I have time for one match, but then I probably have to call it though. One match, one match. Just one. If it goes bad, we just bail out and it's fine, you know? I think one match we can do. I have 47 minutes until the phone call. I can. That's because I don't really need to do anything to. Well, it's a video call rather, but still, yeah. One match. Devila, hi. How's the things? I have had terrible, terrible luck, but I did do 15 wins until they reset for the day. So I did the thing I maximum wanted to, like, utopistically pull off. So I've been screaming, angering. Not again one of these. This might be one of the hangman people. The starting hand is a maybe. It's hard to remember if I saw this opponent or already. I don't know. I mean, I've been screaming so much toxic F-bombs and whatever you wouldn't believe, but you already know that that's what I do. Again, they saw my hand. That's, yeah. Again, that's win game against Kriostic's hand card. That's kind of what I mean. There's nothing fun about playing this. There we are. Land or no? Yes. Things went well, just got home. Cool, I'm glad to hear. Things didn't go well here, but I still pushed through all of the horrible, horrible piece of shit garbage that this game keeps on pushing at me, so... Yeah, that's a full control destroy game deck. Like, there's nothing... I should immediately restart. That's already game over. When Nadar enters the discard a card, fuck off. No. Halfling citizen. I don't know. It's not a perfect one, but... I could pull even worse. I have one chance, you know? Okay, 4-4, vigilance, 1-1. I mean, I'm probably missing a reason that they're gonna get +10/+10, but... Sure, let's go. Again, destroy all of cards on battlefield, yes, for what, 2 mana? 1 mana? Venture into the dungeon, Kriostix loses the game. No, I won't. Okie dokie. Spirit Cleric is the one I probably should use, right? Yeah. Hold on. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a big maybe. I don't know. Oh! Ah! Again, they gave up before they realized they were about to win the game. Okay, again, I've won, I think, 2 games today out of the 16 wins. Like, in an actual, like, win, I 100% went so far that they could no longer win. The rest of the games, which is 15, 14 wins, are just the opponent didn't realize that they were about to win. It just, yeah, okay. That one win is the one I just, yeah, that's the one I'm happy to call it, because the first win every day is 250, and then it's 100, and then it's 100 again. But yeah, the first win is 250 on the daily roll. So if you play Magic the Gathering Arena, you might want to at least win the first one. So Rosie, if you're listening, the first win for every day is 250 gold plus 25 XP plus 250 XP because of the weekly. So the first win is really, really good value. So I super recommend you do 1 win per day. It's gonna get you places, you know? Alright. Okay, cool. But I think we are ready to call it a day. I'm probably the amount of people watching is small enough that I probably won't get like a raid alert when I raid, but I still feel like I should raid because it's the right thing to do, right? So let's see if I can just not many people online, but Liz is online playing Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 2 is a lovely game. We can have a good time watching Mass Effect 2, right? Mass Effect 2 is a lovely story-based game where no one gets angry because we, enjoy watching a game with good writing, good story, and it's all about having a good time, right? I feel like that just is the good vibes of it all, right? Good, great. Liz is good people's, fun people's, open-minded, sensible, fun, cool, uh, beautiful, just all kinds of cool vibes in chat and in person, and plays fun games. Can only recommend. Uh, yeah, but it's no longer a small stream, so I don't get an alert from. But it's not her fault. It's just it's Twitch doing the thing. So it's still good to go. Say hi and stuff. I like her. I knew her. Well, I was a person who watched her streams when she had like I don't know, less than 100. So not from beginning or anything, but she's a fun, good person and streamer and fun. Yes, I can only say good things. Thank you all for watching today and watching me suffer and scream and F-bombs, and I hope it wasn't too terrible. And again, thank you Marky for the raid, and thank you Clank for the Prime subscription, and thank you Aloof for the follow and all that.
Life insurance. Uh-oh. Overlord. Oh my god,